Hello, everyone. Yalimadat, Jai Shri Krishna, Pram. I'm so happy to be here live in celebration of reaching 80,000 subscribers, which is a huge deal to me. I'm so grateful for all of you, for your uh, all of your feedback, your support, your love, your prayers, your wishes. Um, Thank you for being here for me and for listening because um, I'd be nothing without an audience, without subscribers. So I'm very grateful to all of you for that. And yeah, so before we get started into actually asking questions, so feel free right now to type your questions in the chat box over here, and I'll be answering questions. Aside from that, before we get into that, I'm gonna have about a minute of silence, just out of memory of all of those who have passed away in our lives, and it is. Am I on still? Yeah, there I am. So, out of everyone who's respect for everyone who's left our lives during this pandemic, it's been a very difficult time. Um, One of my co-artists lost her brother last weekend, very tragically, and musicians left, right, and center keep on leaving our lives. Last week, Pandit Rajan Mishra passed away, uh, and just day by day, people are contracting COVID-19, especially in India. It's very tragic. And again, last night, we got the sad news that one of our very close family friends has passed away. So let's start with the moment of silence. Thank you. So, Bhavna Hemani, hello. LRC Pune, and which is Shagufta Nathani Yarimadat Malangbadat. How are you doing? So feel free to ask questions. I've got a series of questions already by email, which I'll be answering. So people have asked me to tell them about myself. So basically, my name is AlySunderji. I'm born in Vancouver. I live in Vancouver. And I've born to parents who are Tanzanian, so I have that in my ancestral heritage, and originally from Kathiawar. Indian classical music plays a huge, huge role in my life. Um, just music, like I say it in my YouTube introduction, music is my oxygen. So music does play a huge part of my life, um, and I've gone on a mission to basically make music my breath because that's how I feel. So through training, I've had several music teachers. And currently with Akhil Joban Putra. I've also been with Pandit Ratan Mohan Sharma, with in our Barde Guruji Pandit Jasraj, and attended music workshops with several other musicians. And I'm very grateful for all of them for enriching my life with music. So I see Zayan, Mulali Madad Zayan, and I see a message. Rusty indeed, what's up, man? Just came across your channel. Congrats on 80,000. Um, yeah, thank you. Thanks, Rusty. Thanks for your support. And yeah, Zayan, shout out, of course. So other questions I've got are, um, why did I start the channel? So basically, to get started with, I started the channel because a few of my colleagues who have been in the past in their youth, playback singers and stuff. They had asked me to post their material online, and this was going back to about 2012. I had no idea what YouTube was. I knew what YouTube was. I watched it, but I had no idea how to use it. So I found that, okay, so through my email address, I have this account. So I uploaded videos, and they started getting like 100 views, and which was a huge thing at the time. 100 views is a lot. And um, so I got kept on getting contacted then by other artists saying, okay, you've done a good job posting these videos. Can you post our material? Do you mind? Is it okay if you do that? I said, sure. Yeah, sure. And then from there, I got people commenting that, Ali, you sing Ginan very well, and we would love to listen to your Ginans. So I started recording my own Ginans, and I got lots and like a downpour of good wishes and compliments and thousands of views from that. So from there, it just grew, and I've been hitting a lot of milestones with different amounts of subscribers and whatnot. And I see 15 people watching right now, so don't be shy. Give your comments, your questions. And so since then, the channel's just grown and grown, and by the grace of God, it's been a total blessing that, especially at a time like during this global pandemic, this time of uncertainty, we do have this platform of spiritual music that we can turn to. So I'm gonna ask LRC Pune. Where in Pune are you from? I've been there. I've recorded in Pune as well with Kedar Pandit. This album was filmed in Pune. Oh, it's not filmed, but audio recording was done in Pune. The musicians and everything were based in Pune. So other questions I've got is how old am I? And I am 32, and my I was 31 before the pandemic started, and my hope is that when the pandemic ends, I'll still be 31, because this time shouldn't really count, in my opinion, at least. Um, Noor K, congratulations, Ali. Best wishes on your success and wish you luck for the future. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, Noor. Other questions are quite simple and basic in nature. What are my favorite places I've traveled to, and what are my favorite places I've done vlogs in? So, my favorite places I've done vlogs in and traveled to is basically India by far, but a very, very close second best has been Jangbar, Zanzibar, which is the land of my ancestors, and it was just awesome. So my sister was there filming me. We were doing restaurant reviews, tour through Darajani Market, Serena Hotel, and then also the Serengeti safaris. That's been very precious memories for me because we had such a good time going to Zanzibar, and of course going and looking at my cultural roots in Kathiawar in Gujarat has also been a very, very big highlight. Other questions I've got: what are my favorite foods? So as probably most of my subscribers know, I'm vegetarian, so I like tofu. Yeah. My absolute favorite type of junk food would be Tex-Mex. Yeah, I love Tex-Mex. And That's basically about it. Otherwise, I cook myself, just simple food, um, East African style Kathiawari food. And okay, another question that's come in is, what is your favorite Ginan? That's a very tough one, um, because it is. I can't really put a finger on one specifically, but I'll tell you those that take a special place in my heart, that have a special place in my heart that I recite very, very often. So, of course, Anantakaro, and then Ame Saib Sate Sahel Kida, um, Ruhani Visal, Maher Karo Marasahia, um, and some other Venti Ginans, Esami Ji Ame Nakuch from Das Avatar. Okay, another question that's come in. Who are my favorite Ginan singers? So again, I'm gonna be a little bit indiscreet here and name the people who I've learned from, because a lot of them I've learned from them because they were my favorite. So Khurshid Nurli, Anar Kanji, um, and Alidina Jamal, who I'd never met him, but I learned from his recordings, and I passed that on to my students. That groove and style he had in his singing was very, very unique to his singing. So other questions that have come up is, what is your favorite rag? You know that's an impossible, impossible question to answer. What is my favorite rag? It depends on the time of the day. It depends on how I'm feeling in my mind, emotional state. There's a lot of variables here, basically. The rags that do something for me inside more than other rags would do. Um, I really love the seriousness and the devotion in Malcolm's and the um, the adjacent rags to Malcolm's. I really love the um, the lightness and the playfulness of um, Bahar. That, if that makes sense, that light and playfulness vibe in it. Um, Basant Bahar. And I also love the lagni, that feeling, the feeling, mesus of Miyaki Malhar. Miyaki Malhar really, it these are the combination of the notes that really strike chords in your heart that I really love. Um, Another question that's come up from Hussein Muhammad. What do you do professionally? So professionally, I teach music. um, Benazir is asking if I've had a chance to meet our my imam, the Aga Khan, and what more are my feelings. So yes, I've definitely, as most Ismaili Muslims have, we've met our imam, and of course the feelings are that of great gratitude for all of the blessings and the guidance he's given us, and that all comes down to making being grateful that we live in a country like Canada. That's a big part when I think of how I feel when I see the Imam is always being grateful that he sent us to Canada. He basically told us to make Canada our home and to leave East Africa to come here, and it's because of that we have such a good life, in the sense that we live in a place that is completely in line with the teachings of our faith. So we live in a country where the mandate of the government is pluralism and diversity, to accept everyone for who they are and what they stand for. And it's just, that's one thing that I always link with the guidance of our Imam. So Rehana Tarani, is there any chance we can learn online episodes of classical singing from you? Yes, of course. I teach classes weekly and have several classes. So please do send me your info. If you go on the About tab on my YouTube channel, you will see there is my contact info. It's sundarjiali@gmail.com. So contact me and we'll arrange a time and all of that um, based on basically your interests, your level of what you know already in music. We'll assess all of that and we'll come up with a geared, tailor fit curriculum. Nizar Roy, Mubarak sir for being vegetarian. Can make it Sone pe suhag by going vegan. Will save more lives. Nizar, can you please say that in English? I don't quite understand uh, that. It's in Urdu, I'm guessing. So another question that's come up is about my family. Where was I brought up? What is my cultural background? So I already said I'm Vancouver born, Tanzanian Tanzanian background, and ancestry is from Kathiawar. So actually, from my dad's side of the family, my dad's parents were born in Kathiawar, in Superi and Jariawara, and in my mom's family, my mom's parents and their parents were born in Tanzania itself. My Nana Bapa's dad was born in Lalpur. My Nana Bapa's mom was born uh, in Dar es Salaam, and her mom was born in Zanzibar. And so it's great 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 grandma. So it's about five generations, I think, born in Zanzibar. And my Nanima's mom was born in Tanzania, and her mom was born in Tanzania. Her mom was born somewhere in Katiava. I don't know the exact city. My Nanima's dad was born in what's it called? In Junagadh is lower this side, where Mahatma Gandhi is from, which is, I don't know, the name's not coming to me. Porbandar, that's where he's from. And from what my cousins and my Nanima's siblings tell me, he was very close to where Gandhiji lived. So yeah, that would be Pir Bhai Haji, who's my Nanima's dad. Benazir, Benazir. Yes, please. I'd love to take online lessons and learn some Ginans. Sure. So I'll include you in that. Benazir, where are you from? And also Nizar, Rehana, Hussein, Zayan. I'd love to know where all of you are from. So another question that's come in is, why do I visit India so often? And that's because that's where music is. India is a It's just when I'm in Mumbai, there's always music everywhere, everywhere. Music is um yeah, music is prevalent all over that state of Maharashtra and all over India, for instance. So when I go in November, the first thing I'll attend would will be our own Mewati Gharana Pandit Maniram Motiram Sangeet Samaro. Um, and Another music festival after that would be Savai Gandharva in Pune. And then there is Ashtapahar in Mumbai, which is by Durga Jasraj, Bade Guruji's daughter. And that's that 24-hour concert, which I love going to. And at the end of it, you're not even tired. You can still sit for another 24 hours listening to classical music. And then in January, I'll always go to Ahmedabad for the Saptak Music Festival. Yeah, so music is huge to me, and I go there, record over there as well. And so questions coming in. LRC Pune is from Kalyani Nagar behind Aga Khan Palace. Oh, I've been there. I've been there for sure. Um, yeah, and I have cousins there. The Devanis are based over there. Shabnam and Nagma and Sana Devani, they're my second cousins, and they're based over there. Nizar Roy, vegetarianism prohibits all animal products, including milk. Sorry, veganism prohibits all animal products, including milk, dairy, eggs, leather, etc. So I am not a vegan. I drink dairy and I eat eggs. Um, of course, that would be something I would look into doing eventually, but not particularly at this time. One of my guru bens, Christine Didi, she is a very firm vegan, as well as Farah by Farah Nazarali, who I've worked a lot with, and you'll see a lot of her on my channel. She's also vegan, so a lot of my contacts and friends are vegans. It's not something that I plan to do just yet, but inshallah one day. So Nizar is from New York. Whereabouts in New York are you? I'm usually pre-pandemic, usually in New York every July, which is where we have our shibir, our music camp, with our Bade Guruji Pandit Jasraj, who is no longer physically with us, but his music lives on. Hussein Muhammad, I'm in Texas. I saw you at uh, Yak IPN session. Okay. LRC is a Learning Resource Center for in Pune for seniors. Noor K is Nurjan Khetani. Okay, I think I know Nurjan Khetani from our virtual Ginan classes. I think that's the same Nurjan Khetani probably. So it's wonderful to have all of uh, your love and support. Zara Adele, hello from Toronto. Zara Adele, are you related to Faridun Adele? He's a wonderful, wonderful singer from, I believe, Mississauga. H. Pimji, what areas of Gujarat did you visit? Also, I had the privilege of listening to your Ginans, and all I can say is immense gratitude to you. Thank you so much. Shukar Molajo, Shukar Alhamdulillah. It's all God's grace. That's all. Hum kuch nahi tame cho sarve. Sreva tamari hamalina. Our whole existence, our entire existence is only uh to worship God. That's all. So, what areas of Gujarat do I visit? So, I have gone to, usually, I go in a sleeper coach. So, I've gone from Mumbai to Surat, Surat to Navsari, where there is the Dargah of Pir Satgur Nur. From there, I've gone to, once I went to Patan in Sidhpur. From there, once I went to Kambat. I went to Bhavnagar to, then within Kathiawar to Rajkot, and from there I'd go on day trips from there to Superi, to Jamnagar, to Jivapur, to Junagadh, to Jariawara, Mangrod, Mardia, and Chitrawad, and yeah, I would then go. My favorite part of going to Gujarat would be going into Kutch, which is, I love it because my first language is Kutchi, and that's the one place where I actually feel like some sense of familiarity because everyone around is speaking Kutchi, and it's an amazing feeling. So the first time I went there, I was just so excited because I remember watching a news station, a local news station at the hotel I was at, and they were like, Ajay Vrindavan Circus Me is Kachi, Hakro Gadi Toikovo. And I was like, oh my god, that's my language. And it was hilarious to hear news like serious talking in the language. It was a really great experience. So again, Bhuj, Mandvi, Mundra, Nagalpur, um, into Kachkera. Um, so yeah, I've been all over. I've not been to Anjar yet, but that'll be next time. So Moiz Iqbal Ismaili. Hello from Islamabad. You're doing a fantastic job. I always listen to your compilations. Thanks so much, Moiz. And Benazir Yali Madad Moiz. I'm also from Islamabad, Pakistan too. Wonderful. Wonderful that you make connections. Rihanna Tarani, myself, I'm from New Zealand. That is amazing. Yeah, New Zealand's very, very distant to Canada because it's in a whole other direction, and it's basically a destination within itself. It's not like you can go there as a stopover going elsewhere, but I've heard it's very beautiful. Kai says, dude, nice congrats, and Yali Madat. Molali Madat. So, any other questions? I'll be on for another 5 minutes, and then I'll be closing this. So, I'm really grateful that I've had all of your support and love throughout this pandemic and from the inception of the channel. You'll see I have a spot on my wall above for the play button that inshallah I'll get if I reach 100,000 subscribers. So that is there's a spot reserved on my wall for that. You'll see. Okay, questions come in. Who are in the portraits, the pictures behind me? So I'll go in order. This is myself on stage giving Sangat to Bade Guruji Pandit Jasraj and my Guruji Ratan Mohan Sharma. This is myself with Abidaji, Abda Praveen, Anup Uncle, Anup Jalota, Salim Bhaiya, Salim Merchant, This is myself, Akhil Bhaya, and Rajan Sajan Mishra. Rajan ji just passed away last week. This is me with Anar Kanji, who was one of my Ginan teachers as a teen. That's me giving Sangat to Guruji Ratanji Ratan Mohan Sharma. This is Mewati Dipankur. Above are the three albums that I've produced so far. Above that is a certificate from Anup Uncle, Anu Chalota. On this side, I have myself, Akhil and Zakir Hussain, myself, Bapuji, Durga Bua, and Ratanji, myself, and my favorite aunt, Tazim Auntie, who I lovingly call her Shanene. And that is myself, Khurshid Nurli, who's also been my teacher, and my friend Sunny Matara, who's an amazing tabla nawaz. Uh, R.S. Ladani, Yali Madat, happy to see your success. Mola give you more blessings to you. Ameen. Thank you so much, and Ameen. Rana Tarani, if we know the timings, we can also try to join virtual Ginan classes for sure. So just what you can do is send me an email. My email address is in the about page on my channel. So you can reach out to me and I will send the timings for all of that. I'm just starting a new batch of students shortly within the first week of May. So that'll be probably late next week. Okay, other question is coming in. Okay, a few questions coming in. Whoa, you know India in and out. Yeah, Alhamdulillah. I love India. Um, where do you stay in India? Okay, so when I'm in India for the predominantly I will stay in Versova. That's where it's a suburb of Mumbai, and that's where Bapuji lived. So Aji still lives there. Durga Bua still lives there in that municipality, and then I basically go where the music um, for Laylatul Qadr. There's a playlist for that. It's basically for the subscribers who don't know, Laylatul Qadr is a night that's celebrated by many people on the 23rd night of Ramzan, and it's in the Holy Quran. It's prescribed that we stay up in personal reflection and prayer until dawn, and that's expressed in Suratul Qadr. So I will be probably replaying Mefile Kua, which we did last year. Um, so basically, personal reflection. As such, there won't be anything uh, that is specific to sermons or anything like that, but there will be just the normal ginans. Um, and it is a basically personal reflection. That's what's being advised to us. So Benazir, did you ever visit Pakistan? Yes, I have. In 2006, I visited Karachi, and that's the only time I visited there. I really wish to go back when it is suitable for a Canadian to visit Pakistan. I know it's not an easy thing due to the restrictions of if I have a Pakistan visa in my passport, it may cause difficulty going into India in the future. So I have to take all of these things into account and do all of that. But I really do wish to go to Uj Sharif, to Multan, and then interior of Sindh as well. But for sure, Uj Sharif and Multan, those are places that I just really, really wish to go to continue my research on Piratan and on Ginans. Okay, so I'll just be wrapping. And I thank all of you for sending in your questions. If you have any other questions, you can send them quickly, and I'll reply to them. Guys, Iqbal says, "Do visit Islamabad when you plan. We'll take you to Multan and Uch Sharif." That's wonderful, and I will take you up on that offer, Moez. That's so wonderful of you to offer. Alhamdulillah, that sounds amazing. My plan is to go there to see the Dargah of Pir Shams Shabswari, to go there and see where all of these events took place. where Baldin Zakaria lived in his estate, and the place where Shams Sabzwari brought down the sun to cook a piece of fish. I've heard that still is in existence, a whole area where there is basically barren land. The grass is all burnt from that event that took place. So yeah, I really do wish to visit there. Benazir. Oh wow, I'm also doing my research on piers in Multan and Sindh. So please do share that, and we can definitely make some videos about that. So far, the videos I have of the Piratan is all in Gujarati. So if we can do some stuff in Urdu, I'd love to collaborate. That would be wonderful. So yeah, do visit tombs of Pir Sadruddin and Hasan Kabir Din in and then so those are I believe in Multan Ud Sharif area, and then Sindh is uh Bibi Imam Begum is there, and I believe Said Fateh Ali Shah is in Jirk or Jeruk, and so yeah, definitely plan on visit those places. Um, challenges as a YouTuber. I'm glad that question's come. Until my challenges have been, unfortunately, there are people who like to take my content and then re-upload it. And when I ask them to, they refuse to remove it. They refuse to remove it. And if I report it to YouTube, their channels get suspended, and they end up sending me nasty, nasty messages with threats. And I don't know what to do about that. So that is one of the frustrations I face on an ongoing basis, that people are stealing my content, re-uploading it, and refusing to remove it from their channel. And if I report it to YouTube, in turn, the people who stole my content come and attack me virtually, cyberbullying and all that. Cyberbullying is bigger than ever right now. And yes, I'm sure everyone's a victim of cyberbullying, but as a YouTuber, cyberbullying is really it's a thing. So yeah. Benazir, oh great! I will be visiting the tombs whenever I get a chance during this year, and will share videos and photos and opinions of locals about our peers. So, if that is all, I think I will say good night. It is 9:30 p.m. here, close to my bedtime. So, I want to wish everyone Ramzan Mubarak, and a very early Lailatul Qadr Mubarak. It's that night that will basically rejuvenate us. Rani Kasam, Yali Madad Ali, so proud of you and keep up the good work. Thanks so much, Rani. It means a lot. Um, so, Rani, I've known you all my life. Thanks for always being there for me and attending my Ginan classes and all of that. Thank you so much for everything. H. Bhimji, how do you travel one town to another? I heard sleeper coaches. Is that via an organized tour, or you said you are a musician or in a college? So I teach freelance, and I travel on sleeper coach, and that's all independently, not through any tour. Sleeper coach is a fun way of traveling because you have your own sort of cabin, not an actual cabin, but like it's a bed with the door for privacy, and you take a pillow and a shawl with you, and it's like some destinations are 6 hours away, some are 12 hours away, some are 19 hours away. And to me, it's all the same because you go in, fall asleep, and when you wake up, you're in your destination. Um, the downside to it is, so the last time I was in India, I was going from Chennai to Trivandrum. And in there, I was in the very last the last bunk in the sleeper at the back. And it was basically a miracle of God the way this happened, that um, I woke up randomly and I was feeling chilly. So I took my shawl and covered myself up until here. And in that, I fell back asleep. And I was not even asleep yet. Within about 30 seconds after that, I felt a lot of pain. the whole a car or a truck rear-ended the sleeper coach, and I was asleep in that back bunk, and all of the glass in the window shattered and fell all over me, on my face and all over me. And if it was not for that shawl that I had covered in just a few seconds earlier, I would have had serious damage done. So I got away with just minor cuts and bruises on my face, but the rest, I really, Allah saved me there, because it's it's difficult to comprehend when these things happen. Uh, so that's the only negative story I have with the sleeper coach. Um, Other than that, it's really fun. And um, so I know many people use the sleeper coach services. So since I'm a Canadian, and I don't have such a strong immune system compared to locals, I take tea tree oil with me and sort of spray everything down for disinfectant before I go in it. And yeah, I very simple traveler, because it's only what, like $5 Canadian to $10 Canadian to go between short distances. Rihanna Tarani, how to improve in low notes. I'm very weak in low now. Kind of breakdown. So yeah, that's something that you have to do your riyaz daily, and you have to um I suggest the very best thing for that is to sing Swarmalikas, just to go on YouTube and search Swarmalika. And there's an album on my channel called Tat Samita, which is Swarmalikas and Lakshangeet. But Swarmalikas will greatly help you in there to go from the different octaves up and down. So what I want to wish to everyone basically is be home, be safe, don't invite people home, don't go to other people's homes, stay indoors. If you're going outdoors, make sure it's on your veranda or something like that. Don't take any chances. This pandemic is nothing to joke about. It's bad. Several of my friends in India have contracted COVID-19, and it's not a laughing matter. It's not a funny thing. It's something that's very, very serious. For 80,000 subscribers, my initial plan when I was at 78,000 subscribers was that by the time it hits 80,000, I'll be eligible to receive a vaccination. So that was how I was going to celebrate it. But yet, because of my age bracket, I'm still not eligible for a vaccine. So that's unfortunately not going to happen right now, but I've already registered for a vaccine. And I'd really encourage all of my viewers, all of my subscribers, please, please get vaccinated. It's not a matter of not wanting to do it or whatever. It's something that's necessary, and it's something we need to move forward. Otherwise, we'll be stuck in this forever and ever. So, with that, I request you all wear a mask, stay home, stay safe, um, and use hand sanitizer. Wash your hands. Pandemic is serious. Uh, During the pandemic, I made it a point to upload content every day rather than every second day, as I was doing pre-pandemic. So, I hope that carries on, and I hope that things can one day go back to what they were pre-pandemic. That's my wish. So, shukran lillah, walhamdulillah. That's all for today. So I wish you all a good night, depending on where. And Yali Madat, thank you for all of your messages of love, support, and encouragement. Thanks.